Society is twisted. Namibians are wilding out in all spheres of society these days. Not a week has gone by this month without some sort of demonstration or gathering without police intervention. This week, the police descended upon the Agape Kingdom Church in Freedom Square, Katutura, following strange reports about the happenings there. Many people clung to the gates of the church to see what would transpire, as police had forcibly entered the premises the previous evening and began their investigation into what seems more like a cult than a regular place of worship.
Actually, it's a long ongoing story. For several years, up to 5 years now, we hear some screams from the church building. We have, on several occasions, we have contacted the police. None appear. They come to the scene and say, "No, it's a church thing." And luckily, God was on our side on Sunday, when the sister of the accused, the sister of the other lady, she come and told us, "No, my sister said that she must come and must come and help her. She don't want to stay there anymore. It's the last day." Because I don't know what she was meant with it was the last day. So we took up, me and my neighborhood. We called the police. They unfortunately they came. We heard some screamings around about 12:30 every evening, Monday till Monday, and we thought maybe it's some people in the street or in the bushes who's been attacked. But there were some times these screamings went up to 4. Sometimes the screamings went up to 4:30 or 4:30 in the morning. So, and I told them, "Man, guys, let's do something about it." Me myself, I was also banned to enter those churchyards. It's the first thing happened to me in Namibia. If somebody banned you from church, that's not good. Those screaming, it's like it's not normal scream. It's like, "Help me." Yeah. So when somebody is tired of those things, really, that person need help. So that's where we take up and call the police to come in. But the whole thing is the police we were standing from 6:30 the evening last night. They arrive here 11 o'clock, 11:30. So it gives you a leap of five hours. In that 5 hours, you can do a lot of things.
Initial reports indicated that some of the followers were being kept in cages. However, this proved untrue. Only family members of those believed to have been usurped into the church and the media were allowed on the premises. Police took hours with the investigation, and the onlookers were determined to see the outcome of the operation. Bottles of so-called anointing oil and supposedly blessed water were also found there. I spoke to some of the concerned family members gathered there.
Noki kujange tali be apokere kaji pana peno ka senanji mutu yashitipo ombura tatuine katumumunuri tuke ukapita rumwe okay yako vantu sinene no amitu hakana mongozi ebunu kwa fero kunjito neno ngozi nostiali ombepo yo yasheje pokati ketunanga kwa kaina haranjoka sha shingiko ngai pamwe ndine puko ukwakara chata tulina ndo membo twatereke kuli monda okurara chitu mwazimo yopote atakusu uyahaye nukopine wene mbono wathane kongereka mbaza na kongereka oneta kusatakalira monduda shiro kaindipo shuru tokereka nje imuno shokereka muhona kami muno shokereka satana mena heitivirwana shemwi anashika tushua uchave ungurisiwa kuye opo ndimone ohea membo omvuranjua iko skora tea membo taanguro nene mone ngene tukwanguro nene ponlongo kwe anigimo minute ya shuna soteke hapo mbajo kwe shuna soteke hapo 5 okuyanga onente ponlongo kusiku ani pura kucho hoipenya nusiku nkwetu hayane kongerekao umone siku mo kwacho makumbatha taina ntono makumbatha tavuruku ningako nento tango kwatameka o weekend hani ngo weekend akongereka umono kwacho makumbatha takaningako nento mas maramo omburanji menji munikire nawo katitu akotoro masa kandi shautire shiri warambukire wandere wahorero ojise noho me sisi ka tushwausha me teshime turairasha o pasta ya shanga be horonjise osha betirirwa ombura nyonja utashiri kwa ndukeya ka tu hakaine mara ni katitinji tu hakaine sometimes tu hakaine
siko andi pura kuti anongereka shike hairarwa zongereka thetu yathira nongereka fapeni itondafano jatameka po katike tunangu inapumbwa jeweka
de ete tushwausha vie naroponga ndo mune marashe yapokere kanji ekushenjo enariri remeri ucha ushukwa meri pa ukere kanji unokana she muto mburanjike no mbura tano mutu kofia sometimes na uke muna mama we uyeta rumwe ekuke muna rumwe heya hamuno rubeze ukataro kanashi mouze mbumbi na wori ushokere ya memuno shano iso kutewa urio opasta ya yaruka koma hiyao kashino shiwa uri kana njihonga no ushavi njihongo dieti jifamwa na shimo muhungo muwa njipiti samo muhunga uri
mo braziko ndikamo no kwacho ntse wakurura no kambi ani bura kucho shwakurura omafoga pen na hakurombwera jeka pone shondatame kenanga yanduvwena ndikwata komisi aronda tirwa pone kutate kurwa ya kakarane tarongo na eri naye yete mwindike kongereka momvura ya nuvo kwatuningire moshima shapuka shashwa fasting angashito kwarombora no fasting omaskolongo nagane maro maskune ngono shwega fasting kwa kuthakwa khayali shasho brother njo kwaja kwa ambo nonkuru kadisheke ya vita vuruno kwenda no kuinyenga tadengere njongo dhandi yako freedom ndikatare nanga itevuru kuntar tudengere ne Dunem-Fonsech ye mwira mo time farako shipangero kavuru kwenda osuka ya report tu yoko itaviho 29 on
Nampol's Chief Inspector, Christina von Dunem-Fonsech, has been pursuing these churches for some time now and said that they found 18 people inside the church when they arrived there.
Here done with the investigation, we started there's a team busy with the investigation, but what I'm going to tell is what we have observed, what we found on the ground currently. They look sick. Even if you tell them walk, they won't even be able to walk. Some of them, they cannot even stand on their own. But they will tell you that no, I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm just being healed, but the people are sick. They need medical attention. And we have an information that those who are coming sick for healing here, if you tell them go to hospital or take your medication, they throw it away. And here we have a government, we're crying that we don't have medicine in the hospital. The government is providing, you are throwing. The moment you are throwing, there's someone who's in need those tablets that you are throwing away. So it's us also, community member. Come on, stand and let's do something for the community. Be part of crime prevention too. These things is happening among us, but nobody's talking, nobody's giving information. And it's nothing when you did not reach your family. And imagine you are a parent, you are sending your child to come and study either in UNAM, and this is what is coming from UNAM. Imagine even the daughter is supposed to be she has been a third year in UNAM. The fourth year she dropped, she's here. And we talk about youth in the country. Which youth? It's noise pollution, and parents are complaining their children are not going to school. The communication is totally cut off. No one, these people, they don't talk to their family. I think some of the families are here can confirm.
Chief Inspector also took issue with the fact that some church members, despite appearing frail, have denied medical assistance, despite being quite clearly in need.
We have one student from IUM and one dropped to UNAM, and three are from NAST. They are in. But they are claiming they are going to school. The majority are young people, plus minus 22 up. So one of the victims, even that we took, I think that was 3 weeks ago, the mother is this one. And she was the same person claiming that she will only be healed through the anointment oil and whatever they are using here in the church. But when we took her to the hospital, the sugar level was just 2. She's ill, she's sick. If I take you could also see this person is pale, she needs something, she needs medical treatment. No one is taken to the hospital still there because she doesn't want to see anybody from the hospital. She said she believes in her church and the anointment, whatever they are using in the church. Not yet. So we are starting judgment with pre-investigation so that we can take them to the hospital for BP and other small checkups, and that's it.
Whilst the pastor running the church is yet to be charged and or named, Chief Inspector van Dunem-Fonsech decried the blatant lack of common sense Namibians exercise in these cases.
Well, the pastor's wife is a lecturer at IUM, and I think it's where the recruitment is coming from, IUM plus NAST and so forth. The administrator is working for Ministry of Health, so she should know what is really happening. She knows what is happening here. She's working in Ministry of Health, but nothing is happening. Just for you to see how careless we are as a nation. You are talking about health, and here you are living closed doors, people sick in closed doors from where you are working again as an administrator.
Police investigations into this matter continue. Up next, it's our resident voice of the people in Cecilia Says.
We must stop believing in others. First, believe in yourself. We must stop trusting others than the red book by itself. Read the red book and understand what is going on in that red book. It doesn't mean if you don't go to church, you don't believe it. God said you must read the book. The church, there's a lot of fake churches happening in our country here. And there's a lot fake pastors. Look what happened.
Cartoonist Zila of Ndeshi and Jake fame recently irked the First Lady of our Republic, Monica Gengos, who took him to task about a rather sexist and disrespectful post using derogatory language. Cartoon makes a joke of the Namibian serious editorial team and is a reminder of why gender representation in the media matters. Pow pow, shots fired. It went on to read, "This cartoon is a violent catcall for toxic masculinity, and we heard it loud and clear. Pow pow, more shots fired." She continued tweeting, "The problem isn't just the word, it was its publication and how the cartoon chose to disrespect women in the same problematic way that engenders GBV. Like an abusive partner, the lack of commitment to introspect or change means it's likely to happen again." Preach! The Namibian published an apology after a discussion with the cartoonist, and he also apologized in his unique way. I called Zila and asked him to explain himself.
I was wrong to use the word slut. I was wrong and I'll never repeat again. My aim, it was different. I didn't want to offend people, but I think I crossed the line a little bit to use the word slut on the family newspaper generally. It was wrong. So, and I apologize for that. I hope people, they will forgive me.
Last week, the Paramount Chief, Ikweyu Rugoro, demanded an apology from Landpol Inspector General Sebastian De Tunga after the latter allegedly accused the former of inciting tribal tension and unrest at Okakarara. Check this out.
This is really an unfortunate incident whereby the public and the police probably could not understand each other. There was a serious misunderstanding that led to the crash between the police and the public. And this event could have been avoided should everyone knew the demarcation between the rights of citizens to free, interact, associate, and the powers of the police to maintain law and order. And because probably there were some misunderstanding, it led to a serious conflict between the police and the public.
General, on Sunday, I was the chief law enforcement officer of the day. I did your job for you and your official. While you were somewhere, I don't know doing what, here in Vent. I saved your backside for you. I saved the day for the president. I saved the day for the country. I did not incite any violence that day. Your officials that night broke the law in every sense of the word. And then they went on to lie to their superiors. And your superiors by now know that that is the truth. I cooperated 150% with your senior officials and calm returned to Okakarara. General Deitunga, you have 48 hours from this moment to retract your malicious statement in which you injured my character and reputation by going back to the same Radio Oshiwambo and stating the truth that what you said about me was without any foundation. If you don't do that, you will face me in a court of law to answer to $1 million defamation suit of character in your personal capacity.
I called the Inspector General this week to ask him whether he had indeed apologized, and he told me that he could not comment on the matter as it is sub judice. So I hollered at the Paramount Chiefs people and was told to watch this space. Illustrator Dudley Vile's cartoon is up next in Dudley's Doodle. On the shift this week, I had the honor of hanging out at 99 FM studios with musician and DJ Treza Cooper and spoke to her about the life of a DJ. Check this out.
It is Drake coming through on that one titled In My Feelings on 99 FM. You're listening to Hitsville on this lovely, lovely Monday, the 20th of August 2018. And just quickly taking some time out to remind you about the Hoplex Craft Beer Festival that's taking place next month. Now, the festival encompasses craft breweries from both South Africa and Namibia, showcasing their unique flavors. International and local brands will take us through the evening. So this event will be for the calendar for all. So you need to make sure you get your ticket right now. But don't forget, it is not just for grown-ups. It's a whole family affair. Children under 12 years old will be entertained in their own area with an extensive range of games to keep them busy as well. There'll be a full-time nannies plural available as well, and security will be stationed at this area to make sure the kids are safe at all times. Hello, what's up? What? Give me a hug. What is this? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Yes, my safety hates. Very simple, you know. So what do you want to know exactly? How I go in air? What happens? Why did you choose radio? I didn't choose it. It chose me, actually. It was never my intention to be a radio presenter. I just auditioned at Dunem Radio 7 years ago, and I got an SMS back that told me that I made it through the audition. So, yeah, everything else is history. Exactly. Yeah.
Great. So what do you enjoy about radio? What's the best part?
Just the music, for me, is the best part, because I'm an artist as well, so I love that part about it. And also just informing people about, you know, latest news and what's going on in the world, and just keeping people informed. Like, you get to go to so many awesome events just because you're a presenter. So you get to go to all these cool exclusive events, and, you know, I guess that's also one of the best parts of being a radio presenter.
Who's your favorite international artist that you've met and had on your show?
Yo, I can't say I've had my favorite international artists on, but I got to interview Nia Nell. She was here, was this year? Yeah, this year she came in because she had a show at the warehouse. So I got to interview her. She was an amazing, she had this great energy about her. So it was a really fun interview. And I also got to interview Napalma. I don't know if you know Napalma. Yes. They were also here from Brazil, and yeah, they were also pretty awesome to interview, so yeah.
Excellent. So show me what you do. What do you do when you get here every day?
Okay, so when I get in, when I do my introduction, first thing I do is obviously position the mic in front of my mouth.
Big mic.
Right? It's very big. And then this is the mic that we use in studio. This is our mic, the main mic. So you push that up, you push this one down. This is the volume of the music playing on the system. So you push this one down when you push this one up, okay? And then everything else here, this is our phone lines.
before we get there. Mic 2, mic 3, which is over there. Okay, cool. And then we have the telephone line. If we get a call, then we push this knob up, so people can call in. Yeah, so we press this button. This is like when you hook the phone out, that button over there. And then over here is the volume in studio. This one right here. That's how we control in studio. And then that's basically it. Everything else we don't use on this little computer over here, this little panel, because everything else is more technical. So we just focus on the main things that we need to focus on, which is controlling the mic volume, which is controlling the volume of the music playing outside that you guys hear when you listen to 99 FM. Okay. So that's basically all that we control. Everything else has already been set the way it's supposed to be. So we don't touch anything else on on the mixer.
Your target audience for 99 FM, what kind of music are you guys playing and why? Who is your target audience? Who do you play that?
Most of our music that we play is taken from Billboard's Top 40, Billboard Top 100. We take most of our music from there. And we target 24-year-olds, 24 to 30 upwards, if I'm not mistaken. That's our target market. So it's mostly adults, young adults like myself who listen into 99 FM, older people, maybe like 30 and above, because the content that we have is looks more to cater to that age group. Yeah.
And what time do you have to start in the morning? What time do you have to be here?
I'm at work, okay. I don't want to make a confession right now, but I start work every morning at 8. Right. And I finish work at 4 because I also do the news trends for the station. So when I come in the morning, the first thing I do is open my news tabs to see what's going on in the world, what news is interesting, and more importantly, is relevant to the station, because we look at certain kind of content when it comes to 99 FM. So that's what I do when I come in the morning. Most awesome part is just, I think for me, it's just waking up and doing something that I love. It's easy. It's an easygoing job, It's not easy in the sense that anybody can do it, because it's not that easy when it comes to doing it. It actually takes work. We have to come in, we have to sit down, prep for our shows, look for content, look what we're going to talk about on the show, and make sure that it's relevant to our audience, basically.
I express myself very colorfully at times.
I know that.
And I'm quite unable to, rein myself in. How do you control it? Like when you're particularly passionate about it, and you have to reel it in and contain yourself, how do you check yourself?
There's just an inner button that you push. You just push it, you cannot, because obviously with you, our opinions don't really matter a lot when it comes to being on air. We don't express our opinion and enforce that opinion on our listeners. We actually want them to come through and give us their opinion. So I wouldn't say we're trained. I think it just innately becomes you just get used to not expressing yourself, even if the topic that you're talking about is something that you really feel in your heart, touches you.
And with that, it's a wrap. Keep watching and follow the show on YouTube, Facebook, and Insta. And subscribe, child, so you can stay woke.